been a little while since I've done a share on here through my page. My name is Belinda, I'm a kinesiologist, and today I wanted to talk about a topic that comes up quite regularly when I'm doing sessions with clients, and for anyone out there that hasn't experienced a lot of energy work, this could also be quite helpful. So in this day and age, when there's loads of things going on around us in the collective as well as us personally, I often get asked, well, should I or shouldn't I actually put a protective shield around myself if I'm fearful of the interactions that I'm having with others when I'm out and about or just in my day-to-day? My simple answer to this would be, I'm not a big advocate of a protective shield, and I'm going to give you some reasons why. But the first one is that it is an illusion to think that you are separate from others. So essentially, if you're putting a protective shield around your own energy, it is putting a big, clear message out to the universe that you are in fear, that you feel that there is danger, that you need protecting, which can be a self-fulfilling prophecy as well. But it also is a sense of creating separation between you and others. Now, we are all part of the same, so living, breathing organisms of the universe, which essentially means that if you are connected yourself personally to your own source energy, there is essentially nothing to fear. It is just based on an illusion and a delusional state to think that something out there can infiltrate you. Now, I'm going to get towards the end of this video, so please continue to listen as to times when it may be necessary. So I'm not saying that we don't ever need to sometimes protect our own energy, and I would say that I definitely have done this before in certain circumstances, but on a whole, it is just fear-based, and fear is what puts us into a lower vibrational state. It can even stem from being panicked or frightened or scared, whatever you want to put it under that banner, but it is coming from a more negative vibrational state, and it is not coming from a place of higher vibration where you are essentially cutting off your supply of love for others, which brings me to the second one. It is actually causing a break of compassion that we would have for others. So if we were to go back to that sense of non-separation, of unity consciousness, it means that if we were to exude some level of compassion for another that potentially we may have feared that was, around our own energy, essentially if we put a protective layer, then we are putting a wall from us to them. So not only can they not access us, but we can't access them, and we can't have a free-flowing allowance of energy. And what I would say is, if there is someone in your space that you are maybe fearful of, I can guarantee you that if you tap into your own true source of energy and your own soul essence, that you can access a pathway to another, because we are one and the same and we are made from the same fabric, where we can actually get them on that level. So there is nothing to fear and nothing to panic about. So when we cut ourselves off from having compassion for others, we essentially are cutting ourselves off also from our own level of inner compassion. And then the third one that I wanted to go into with having walls of protection around us is that we can also merely fall into this state of thinking that we are a victim. And when we come from a place of victimhood, which is where I first introduced this level of self-fulfilling prophecy, we are essentially putting a message out there that we're going to get attacked or that we have things to fear around us. And essentially what that does as a point of attraction will bring more of the same to us. So if you are having those perpetual thoughts, which then are feeding the feelings inside of you, the emotions, which are fear-based and panic-stricken, then essentially we will line up our experiences to attract more of the same, because that's just one of the laws of the universe. So point in case here is that we need to step out of that archetype of being in victimhood, which puts us at a place of disempowerment rather than feeling empowered. So the only times that a protective layer or a protective shield around you could potentially be necessary, and which I would use, is if I was walking alone at night, somewhere where I'm not really familiar. A protective shield would be good in that instance. Or if I'm in the company of someone who has a very overriding, overbearing personality type and is talking over the top of myself, then having a protective shield can be good just to protect the energy so that I don't feel depleted and zapped once I've actually disconnected from that person. Or choosing not to be in those situations and circumstances, so therefore not actually attracting them to me. So key points here, and feel free to ask me any questions that you may have, but do you tend to be someone who thinks that you need to have a protective shield, or are there moments when it has been helpful for you? I would love to know in the comments below. But essentially, if you are taking care of your energetic hygiene, which means you're cleansing your own aura and you're really paying attention to what you're eating, what emotions that you're actually carrying inside your body, making sure that you are doing things to actually clear them out, that you are in positive environments and so forth, all of these things are all part of your energetic hygiene. And secondary to that would be just ensuring, what you're giving your energy away to. And also what it is that you're essentially absorbing. So let me know in the comments if you found this to be helpful at all. I would love to know. And if you're someone who needs to actually get some guidance and support through kinesiology, it is one of the most profound modalities that will quantum shift your life in whatever, if there's something that is out of alignment, out of balance, you feel blocked, you feel stuck, you feel stagnant in your energy, you feel depleted, fatigued. It really covers so many different areas. It really blows me away at what it can help you to align and balance to. Please reach out to me through this page, Living Balance Kinesiology, or you can find me also on Instagram. So I look forward to doing another share, hopefully a little sooner than the last one. Take care.